Oh, on this rainy Thursday, which, by the way, for Kyle and I is a Friday. We're not here tomorrow. Aaron Delatorre will be here. It is rainy, and I know it's rainy because our next two guests came in and they were rained upon, and they are both wet. Mike and Mandy from HomeLink Pros. Mike, how you doing over there? Because you got a little bit wet.
Oh, I got a little wet, and I heard you say in the traffic report, like, hey, don't worry, the rain's going to stop. They've been saying that since, like, January. Don't worry, the rain's going to stop. It hasn't stopped yet. I'm starting to feel misled.
I think
we have enough.
I think Mike is challenging my knowledge, and don't worry about it. I have none, so you can challenge away. How are you doing, Mandy? How are you doing?
Great. Happy to be here.
You always have such energy coming in. I love having you guys in. You're in here early for your interviews, and you're always like ready to go, which I think is indicative of your business. I think you guys are like you're pumped about the business, which is solar panels, but solar in a really special way. Who wants to explain HomeLink Pros? Mike, Mandy, who wants to do it? Oh, Mandy.
Okay,
Mandy has it. Go ahead.
Just
for our
listeners, our company, a little gist.
Yeah, because the reason, I mean, I know you guys now, and I know your product very well, but we might have some new listeners. We're always getting new listeners because, just in the past year we went to FM.
Right.
So we're always getting new listeners, and maybe they haven't heard you guys talk about the product.
Yeah, so we opened a location here on Soledad behind Carl's Jr., and we are focusing on the Santa Clarita area, so local business. So come visit us anytime. And what we're doing is we're helping customers with residential home solar, smart home, so home automation, Nest thermostats, all that awesome stuff, and making sure that people really understand about energy efficiency and how to use less electricity and get it at cheaper cost.
You gave me a huge tip last time.
Yeah.
And I'm using it.
Yay!
I listened to you. The tip was watch out for the pool pump because you don't need it on as long as the pool guy says you do.
Yeah.
And do you know mine was at 8 hours?
Oh, I had a feeling.
In the middle of the winter.
8 hours. And so I know I'm super embarrassed telling you that, but I'm so excited that you gave me that tip to lower it. So it's we took it down to 4 and now it's down to 3.
And it still looks great, right?
Oh, it's the same. It's exactly the same. Now that might change a little bit with the warmer weather, but thank you so much for that tip because that is one of our biggest energy sucker outers.
Right. So can you imagine if you cut all that energy and the other energy you get to buy for half the price?
I can't wait to see my bill because I haven't seen the bill yet.
Yay.
With the change.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it too.
You know what's funny about that pump thing is if someone had a broken pipe go on their pool equipment and there's just water coming out of it, it's flooding the side of the yard, it's going down the drains, it's filling up the storm drain. They really wouldn't look out the window day after day, see that water coming out of their pool equipment, going down the street and go, oh, I'll get to it later. But did you know that your pool pump running too long also wasted an incredible amount of water? And you might be thinking, that sounds crazy because the water is going in a loop in the pool. It's not leaving. There's water leaving your pool in a theoretical sense because you're using electricity. And here's why. 90% of the electricity that's made in America needs water to be made. You take some kind of natural resource like coal or natural gas, you set it on fire, you pour fresh water on it, the water turns a steam turbine, right? And then there's a cooling process and all this. So we use more water to make electricity in America than we use for farming and houses combined.
So you also need to cut one shower now.
Yeah, maybe cut down to every other day showers, right? And these are the extremes that people go to save water, when meanwhile there's some electrical appliance in their home that's wasting electricity, and that can cost up to 1,000 gallons of water per home just on wasted electricity.
Crazy, right?
You guys are the best. You guys are the best.
You did cut your water usage by cutting your electricity.
Double
whammy.
I'm so incredibly excited. Which leads me to my next point. So tell me about solar panels. It's become all the rage. When I look in my neighborhood, there's got to be, when I'm passing to get to my house, probably off the straight path to my house, at least a dozen houses now have the solar panels. Little by little, each one, I'm seeing more and more. What can you do for me, you guys? If I called HomeLink right now and said, enough is enough. I gotta do this. It used to be a huge investment. Like we had to buy
Right.
the panels and stuff like that. But I'm hearing through the grapevine that's not exactly the case anymore.
You are right. You bring up a really good point too. So you're seeing it pop up a lot because there's a lot of things happening right now that make this the perfect time to make the switch to solar. And people are realizing that. Currently, you don't have to have any money out of pocket, no money down, you're not writing a check to the solar company. All you're doing is switching from your current utility provider to cleaner energy that you're making on your roof where it's not having to travel from far. And then you're also seeing that not only are you saving money right away, you don't have to have like the perfect roof or the perfect direction. You don't have to have a high bill. So any homeowner in Santa Clarita can qualify to get solar panels. And there's incentives in place right now that are expiring this year.
Ah, maybe that's why.
Yep. So this is the last year that you will get a 30% federal tax credit, which means a third of your system is completely paid for by somebody else at the government. And it's free money. If you don't take advantage of it, you're wasting money.
I don't even know what to say to that. Why wouldn't we do this? Why wouldn't we do this?
Well, let's go back to your comment. You said solar's all the rage, and that kind of gets me thinking two different ways. I think if you've been to one of the big box stores, if you've gone into the Home Depot or the Costco and you've been harassed by someone trying to sell you solar when you just want a garden hose, or maybe you've been baking cookies at home.
Man. I'm just walking in for some cheese.
You just want 12 pounds of cheese and a trillion crackers. And so there's people hitting you up all the time, and when people are constantly bombarded by a message and you're going to drive into the morning, people are talking about solar, you almost feel like, man, maybe I should have done this, but the fact that I haven't probably tells me that it's not great. Right? Or there's still 3 people on my street that haven't done it. It's probably not great. So our jobs are actually really easy because once we sit with someone and show them how they're buying electricity now, and then we show them what it looks like to buy it through solar, they go, wow, this kind of almost seems too good. What's the catch? The catch is that you got to sit with us for like an hour, and then everything else from there we take care of. Should we talk about the sprinkler controllers that I'm always talking about?
Absolutely. I want to hear about your sprinkler controllers.
Yes.
But you brought up a good point. All you have to do is sit down with Mike and or Mandy, and here's the deal. You guys are fun.
Yeah.
The hour would probably fly by because you're always cracking jokes and having a good time. It's not going to be one of those hours like, oh my God, put a pencil in my eye. It's going to be a fun hour. So now, tell me about what's going on. Oh, he's ready.
He loves these sprinklers. They're awesome. But he really loves them.
I do. So I live in a neighborhood in the year 2019. It's modern times. We have technology for things. But the dumbest thing happened driving down the street. There were 3 houses with their sprinklers on. Mm-hmm. So it's raining and the sprinklers are on. And the sprinkler is pouring money onto the grass. It's taking water out of the reservoir. And a lot of times we're not careful about water when it's raining because we feel like, oh, it's raining. No, that's water that we're going to need later. Cities around the world are running out of water and having to take extreme measures where if they did something now to save water, they wouldn't have been in that position. So yes, switching your home to solar energy saves water, but also not watering your grass when it's raining. And not watering your grass when it's going to rain tomorrow or the day after. So we have a smart sprinkler controller that we install in people's homes. And it doesn't just know when it's raining. It knows that it's going to rain because it uses the internet. It's got a crystal ball built in, and it puts on a weird hat, and there's creepy music. It uses the internet, and then the interface is through your phone. So if you're going to have a birthday party in your backyard, and you're like, hey, I'd really like the sprinklers to not come on like last year, you can just turn them off and cancel that watering from your phone. The thing gives you alerts. You can have it not water when it's windy, so you don't get water spots all over your cars, things like that. So this
and not on the actual lawn itself.
Right, that's right.
I've seen that happen.
So much water is wasted. This device lets you customize your watering schedule really easily without having to go into the garage and move the ladder and the pile of old clothes, right? All that stuff. You just do it from your phone, and it's really easy. So we know that sprinkler controllers aren't the most exciting thing in the world, and they do cost some money. So what we wanted to do was we wanted to do a twofer on this thing and basically give a few of them away for free. So the next 3 people who reach out to us to set an in-home energy review, whether they buy something or not, they just take a look at it, we're going to give them one of these smart sprinkler controllers absolutely free. We've got 3 of these. The first 3 people this morning to schedule and finish their appointment are going to get these things. We'll even help you install it.
Just call Mike Santa Claus.
Right?
That's an amazing offer.
Yeah.
That's an amazing offer, you guys. You're so generous. How fun would this be? Today would be a good day for it. because of the rain. And Sunday is going to rain as well.
More rain, yeah.
More
I
rain.
thought you said it was stopping.
Momentarily.
Okay.
Momentarily. Mike, phone number to call to get this appointment. This is a really, I don't know if we're impressing upon our listeners enough on how great this deal is. This is an amazing deal. And like Mike said, I know it sounds like a boring thing, but it's not really. It's the little things in life. When you start to see your water bill go down, when you start to see your, electricity bill, at nothing, when you start making this stuff up, you can enjoy your air conditioning a little bit more in the summer. You can enjoy and not worry about your bill coming in, the next month. And because that's what you do. That's what I do. I don't know about you guys, but when I have the air conditioning on for any length of time and I'm like, oh, I'm enjoying it now. But when I open that envelope next month, right?
Yeah.
It's the little things in life. And this is now going from a little thing to kind of a big thing. It should be our way of life. Phone number, Mike, give me.
661-755-9549. If you're driving and can't remember that, you can just Google search HomeLink Solar, and that will show you our 800 number, and it will connect you directly to us.
3 systems they're giving away today.
Yep.
The first
Just
3.
make sure you mention the radio station.
Oh, you got to mention it?
Mention KHTS.
I think they should mention Tori and Kyle.
I agree.
Here's the deal. We work really hard. Tori and Kyle. But you can just say KHTS if you want to. Call them, Mike, Mandy. They're so incredibly fun. Mike's a little bit wet today because of the rain. I wonder if we could have one of those things installed on you.
Right.
To stop the rain from, touching you.
Somebody have to use their smartphone and control it and say, hey, look, if it's Mike, don't rain around him. I'm sure it's going to work out.
Mandy, I think, is in the process of actually making up an app to control you.
Right.
So, am I not right?
Yeah, I got to keep him in track.
Right?
All the time.
You guys, it's always a pleasure having you here. One more time on the website so they can get to you and talk about solar and maybe get in on that deal.
HomeLinkPros.com.
HomeLinkPros.com. Do it. You don't know what you're missing. And then you're going to love it. All right.
Go!